It's crazy.
So this is, the connections, and this is what, all these names. So these are the first people that he started teaching, and that thus came up with their own Daryl Johnston. Not Popin Taco didn't create the snaking. Daryl Johnston, King Cobra, who was once in Electric Boogaloos, the original group, created that. He was 14 years old. And today, because of, because Daryl stopped, King Cobra stopped dancing, King Rattler George, he slowed down. So Taco is the one who started taking it, all over the world. And people, once Taco did the movie Breaking, especially, then that's when everybody started seeing this movement of this snake style that Taco was doing. So that's why everyone, gives Taco the props for it.
Right.
Daryl Johnston was, and Popin Taco would tell you this out of his mouth. Daryl Johnston, King Cobra, would make Popin Taco look like a garden snake doing that dance.
Right.
He was the ultimate. He was the man in that dance style. So I've never seen nobody do it better at all. No one.
Were people, like popping, like the hitting and stuff like that? How did that spread too?
I mean, like anything, what we did, we tried to, get out to different neighborhoods, different cities, and we just started going around. Now, the answer to the question about hitting was, because people use both those
terms, yeah.
And hitting is the same term. But when I learned what was hitting and stuff, it was like, man, yeah, you're hitting that move, you're hitting that beat, you're hitting that thing, and everybody started saying, hitting has, this thing is the same as popping. But for us, it meant just hitting the move, hitting in that beat.
Right.
Hit that, get down. That's what it really means, like get it. So when I say I'm teaching popping, now there's something called the Frankenstein hit, that came from in the Northern California and stuff. But
right.
Fresno, we popping, we said, man, we say hitting too, but it meant something else.
Right.
But when I said, I'm gonna teach you how to pop, I never said, let me teach you how to hit.
Right.
I just say it is just the to me the funky, the groove of it, or just I'm just getting into this dance called popping.
Okay, gotcha. Do you think the whole umbrella thing came after the movie Breakin'?
Yeah, that's after, and I mean, people started using it because there was that one word for breaking. Man, I'm a breaker, breaking, and
right.
Everybody started then locking, so everybody figured, because no one was around. I mean, nobody was saying like, okay, what style you doing? Of course, you had back in the day, you had popping, locking. I mean, as far as not locking, robotic styles, you had popping, boogaloo, kicking, scarecrow, puppet. You have, in from the Bay Area and all in Oakland, Northern California, you had Fillmore or strutting,
right.
or it's a lot of different strutting. It's a lot of different things that had its own So to me, to put everything under the umbrella term of popping, that takes away. I couldn't even, if I was a creator or a person that just does strutting, and someone says, man, that's popping. That's under the. I would be kind of like, why? Why would you put something that had nothing to do with that technique and call it? And I'm gonna go under that heading. You can't. It doesn't make sense to me.
Right.
It's like everything is put under. If you say breakdance in front of around certain people, and you start popping or whatever, people go, he's a break dancer.
Right.
Just pop. If you. So my thing is, everybody. This goes back to me saying, no one even argues that people are seeing breakdancing, and that has something to do with what people think with the umbrella term of popping and locking and breaking, all that. Oh, you're a break dancer.
Right.
So, but no one argues that.
Yeah. It's a shame.
And so my thing is, You're taking away the rights of someone else's creation. You're saying that we're gonna put everything. It's like putting everything under hip hop now. I'm gonna put everything under hip hop. When hip hop was created from New York, that means you just gave the power of all creations to New York.
Right.
Doesn't make sense to me.
So you get bent out of shape when they say poppin' is part of hip hop.
Now, I don't get bent out of shape. I just put everything in perspective. I go like this. You know, if it was born of it, does have some kind of relationship of just being, this thing from the streets. Yeah, but was it created from hip hop? No.
Right.
And I know a lot of OGs and a lot of they say, "Oh yeah, we hip hop." I'm going, but you didn't know nothing about hip hop when hip hop was being created. So how would you even call yourself that? You're giving away the thing. What we used to say is we were street dancers. Everybody's a street dancer. I don't understand what hip hop is. Yeah. I think hip hop is beautiful. I understand the culture and the creation of it. That's beautiful, man. But I'm not gonna say I can't give in to something and go, well, we're just gonna say now we all that. I'm a person of I try to be on a purity thing. I'm trying to keep everything in perspective.
Right.
That's how I was taught. That means then every dance should just go into hip hop, or every dance should go into so and so. Even funk style. Funk style is not everything. I'm the one who created funk style, the name, in 1999. Right. That name only came up because someone was doing an interview with me in France and said, "How is it being a hip hop dancer?" I said, "Really, I'm not a hip hop dancer. I'm a dancer, but I'm not hip. It's not." And I didn't say. And I told the person, I'm not saying that in any negativity. I said, what I do, I just, and hip hop is funky, so it has nothing to do with that. But I just said, hey man, I just keep it funky, and this dance is funky, so, and the music we dance to is funky, so funk style. I just threw it out like that.
Right.
And the person wrote it down, and it was like, okay. Then from that point, I started saying anything, and all you listeners out here listen to what I'm about to say to you. I said anything that the EBs or Electric Boogaloos or the original Electronic Boogaloos had created move-wise, technique-wise, is called funk style. Only predicated to Electric Boogaloos. So waving, tutting, strutting, bodying, none of that is funk style. It has nothing to do. I wasn't gonna put that in to and try to monopolize other people's stuff. That is not how I operate. And locking was once in. I asked Don Campbell, hey, since locking's the first original dance, can it be in funk style? He said, yeah. Later on, and then I heard he said it's not. Well, it's fine. This is what I heard, so I've taken it out.
Right.
But
right.
At least I asked. I said, is it okay? So I taken it out. So for all the people out there that's barking about funk style this and funk style that, you heard it from the horse's mouth. I hated it. I'm the one who patented the name, and I own the name. So all this barking about, Electric Boogaloos trying to make people do funk style, no. If you don't believe in Electric Boogaloos and don't believe in with the movements that we do, then funk style isn't for you. So it's like turning off a song that you don't like on the radio. Just turn the channel and forget about it.
Right, right. Do you think it's important for a dancer to learn all the different styles to become a good popper?
No, it's important. Let's rephrase that. It is important. It can be important for a dancer to learn as many styles that he can to become a better dancer.
Okay, right, gotcha.
Because again, popping is one style,
right?
Not so.
Definitely.
So you can. I've incorporated ballet. I taken ballet for 4 months from Tony Basil. Thank you, Tony Basil. And I incorporate some of the ballet moves that I do into my popping. Now, first thing I do, I know how to boogaloo. I know how to toy man style. I know how to do multiple styles. But that's why my name is Popin Pete, not Boogaloo Pete, not Taking Pete. But I know how to do other styles under the fact that I am a dancer.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
So, but it is good to incorporate, and that's how I stay fresh and current. I take little things from little things because I'm not afraid to do that, and I'm not afraid to say I do that.
Right, right.
So, people can be on this, I'm an OG, I'm going to keep it OG. Well, you keep it OG. Then that's your thing, that's your bag. Oh, well, I'm doing what I do.
Word.
So it is important, and you can, and I still don't knock you if you only know one style. I don't knock if you only know two styles.
Right.
I said it can be important, and it can, if you want to, it's good. It's always good to learn more than one thing. That's how in that case, we in school, we only had one in high school. If we didn't have 8 periods to go to, and you got different subjects, and if it's just about one subject, then we all just be taking one subject and go home. First period, finish. No, we had to do biology and English and math and so and so. That's how you become a better person. The more you know, the better it is.
Right, right. What are the good things and the bad things about these battles these days?
Well, I just had this conversation in Brazil.
Okay.
The way we used to battle, I'm going back before there were organized competitions.
Right, right.
And street, they was organized. I mean, street battles has been, in a sense, organized.
Yeah.
But there were, when I was on the dance circuit back in the day, we battled any dance style that came and signed up. It didn't matter. Electric Boogaloos, we were in in the 70s, actually early 80s, the biggest all styles competition.
Right.
We lost against a disco team of old people.
Nice.
And they beat us. So it's not even, but that's how we battled back then. And then the street battles was impromptu, was going to, if someone didn't like what you did or wanted to be better than you, they walked up to you and said, let's get out. We didn't say battle. West Coast didn't say battle. Battle, I didn't hear that word to the 90s. Mm-hmm. But in the 70s and 80s, we were saying, let's get out. You want to go against me? Meaning you want to go against my dance? That's how we did. This is how people got their rep and how got their name, because we would go to a high school or go to a teen club or on the street corners. People have knocked on my door at my parents' house to battle us. People have called my phone back in the day and said, this guy want to battle you or go against you dancing-wise. He lives 6-7 blocks away. I had no car. I ran all the way. I said, where? The guy said, here. He on his bike. I'm running, battle this guy in front of his house. So this is how it was done. Now everybody waits to an event,
right,
and go. And then at the event, everybody just it's a beautiful thing to share in a circle. And rivalry is gonna be around until no one's gonna dance anymore. But even some rivals don't even dance against each other anymore. Everybody want to talk on the internet. Everybody want to put up, clips that's talking about it, about battling. I just say, get it and get down. You see somebody that you said I can beat them, then at the end of the day, it's just a dance. Then call them out.
Right.
Don't call them out. Don't, I'm gonna see them and say, let's get down. Don't argue. Don't fuss. It's just the purity of the dance. That is what's missing. Everybody want to argue and scream at each other without saying, let's get down.